when I read it, I was like, oh my God, is this actually a real thing? Like, how did I not know about this?
First, I want to say I loved this film. I laughed, I cried. I used the tissue box that they gave us during the screening. At first, I was like, why'd they give us a whole tissue box? And I was like, oh.
This is why.
That's why. In the beginning, your character, Katie, is trying to flirt with a boy. With that comes our first experience texting him. And it is probably one of the biggest texting no-nos I've seen in a movie. So I have to ask, have you guys ever had an embarrassing situation with texting a crush?
I feel like the worst is when you screenshot the message and then you accidentally send it to the same person.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
You've done that?
I'm always just honest. I'm like, bro, I was gonna send this to someone.
I had to ask for advice, so.
Sometimes I think too far ahead and I'm talking about someone, but when I go to type it, I type their name in and I go to send it.
Oh,
No.
God.
Yeah. And then I just play it off.
You gotta play it off. You gotta act like it's not a big deal at all. Which I love in this film because Charlie was already so into Katie. He completely brushed off how kind of creepy and weird she sounded. I loved it.
I think he thought it was like even more adorable. When we watch your reaction looking at the text, you're like kind of laughing like, is she serious? This is kind of cute.
Yeah, she is super cute the whole film. I loved watching your romance blossom. So taking notes from what you've gathered over your experience with texting, what advice would you give Katie? Like the do's and don'ts of texting your crush?
I think it's okay to be like a little weird and shy and funny on the text.
Yeah, I think like, that's like, it's
part of the cuteness.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more unusual, you know? The worst is like when someone's just like, hey.
Hey text?
Yeah.
Why even send them?
Hi's cute.
I like hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up? That's a good one.
That's like my like, what's up? And then also low key like, what's up?
What's up? I like it. So in this film, your character suffers from XP, which is a sensitivity to the sun. To prepare, did you both do any research going into it? And how did you prepare for your role as well as yours?
Well, we both didn't really know anything about the disease or that it even existed before we read the script. And then when I read it, I was like, oh my God, is this actually a real thing? Like, how did I not know about this?
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and unfortunately, there's just not very much online about the disease at all. So I ended up just looking at YouTube videos of people with XP talking about how they live their lives and such.
I also didn't know about XP, nor does probably most of America or the world, because it's you know, a 1 in a million disease almost. So the cool thing for us as actors is that we're getting to utilize this film as a medium to bring awareness to the subject, because a lot of people are finding out about XP now that this movie is coming out and this trailer has been, you know, circulating and stuff like that. So for us, it's really cool.
Very cool. Well, I want to play a quick game of Would You Rather before we go. So, would you rather not be able to go out during the day or at night?
Night.
Yeah.
For a date, would you rather take a train ride to Seattle to watch some live music or take a boat ride at sunset?
Boat ride
Boat
at
ride.
sunset.
Okay, would you rather be best friends with Katie's dad in real life or Morgan?
Rob Riggle. Sorry, Quinn Shepard, but Rob Riggle.
That's a quick answer.
What's Rob Riggle?
He's a cool dad.
That's really hard. How do you pick between your favorite children? So that's really rough. I don't know.
For you, for me, Rob.
Okay, and lastly, if you had to only be able to pick one, would you rather be able to play guitar really well or sing like Beyonce?
Beyonce? Beyonce's cool, I guess. I don't know.
I think I would rather be able to play guitar super well. Luckily, singing is one of those things that, like, when I started off, I was tone deaf. Like, I did not sing, but it is a muscle, and it's like you can't really do the splits full on the first time unless you're, you know, hurting your muscles. So it's like you have to stretch it out. We have to warm it up, you know, and that's how I can sing now. So, but guitar is a little bit more difficult for me. So I'd really love to be dope at guitar.
Totally get it. Well, thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
All right,
Thank
great
you.
talking to you guys.
And then click left for 7 times Bella Thorne shut down her haters, and click right for 10 stars who almost played iconic Disney Channel roles.